bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grab behind the line. It's Bradshaw. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down line.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get our first look at Christopher Vizina. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out. Sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. The snap was to throw to start this drive. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught on the left side by Wesco. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy...
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score. Completely fool the defense. And that'll never happen again in a million more plays. But that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
From the gun, they work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Making the adjustment. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Turns it upfield. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Second and long here. Going with the counter play here. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. In the red area, it's Minchie. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Like, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
Big decision now for you on offense. You just gave up a negative play, right? You've killed some momentum down here close to the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute the game plan and red zone offense early and really try to suck the energy out of the stadium?
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulls a fire quickly. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking for space, it's Haynes. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. Taken down right away. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quick give. It's Gibbs. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Wide receiver, gain of 13. 1st down on the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the backfield, it's Bradshaw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Second down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradshaw. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the 1st, though. So now you've got 4th and very short. What did the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
The run inside. It's Minchie. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Johnson looking to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Straight ahead, it's Haynes. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down to the air. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Johnson wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Samuel. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hits inside, it's Samuel. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sells to fake, unloads to the wideout. Lucky to get it off.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You've got to have real loose hips. You've got to be able to change direction on a dime. Zone coverage, you see the ball thrown, you can break on it, and force incompletions like that.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Out wide right, it's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The play fake. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. The quick game. Makes the catch, but goes a little further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it right on the crust, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Clemson calls its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Not going to get there. The decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Hands it off. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Haynes. Runs through the tackle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's tackle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Side and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Intercepted. The defense is set up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Haynes. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On play action. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side, it's Brown. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. And now back to your game in Death Valley. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right on the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They have got to keep feeding their star wide receiver. He has been brilliant here in the first half, showing his experience against every type of defense they've tried to throw at him. He continues to be a problem, one that defense will have to solve if they expect to turn around this second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Brown. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden, they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. From the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Working the ground game. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Push is ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for the quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
That makes the score 21, Georgia 7, 9. Number 25, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to go up top on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick give. It's Gibbs. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Back to pass on second down. The screen, and watch out. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And the run is on.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten out on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And the point after is good.
35, Georgia Southern, 9.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24. And good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Drops back on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Churns into the pile. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Searching for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get these drives started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Helton. They go to the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Second down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Making his first move. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Defense might bring the house here. Leaves it in his belly.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Play action on first down. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The fake wants to throw. Avoids pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Leaves it with the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The run inside. It's Johnson. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Straight ahead, it's Minchie. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone replay, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Helton. Out wide left, it's Long. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Back's got it on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Ready, go! That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the run, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense all over it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Looking downfield, it's Helton. Rush is on. Right side, it's Taylor. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Go, go! On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Left side is Taylor. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. You're going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it because